So with Enemy Adventures finally dropping on day 20 after a whole month, they dropped a new game mode called Dungeons, which is pretty fun in my opinion. This is solo based content, so yeah, no leechers this time. Now the difficulty of the dungeon depends on you and your choices. And I will recommend limit breaking your units for easier clears. And in today's video, my goal is to get you guys ready to do dungeons to farm for Rukia after watching this. So yeah, if you don't mind man, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe because we are on our way to 7,000 subscribers. Alright, so there are 3 ways you can get a dungeon key as of right now. First one is by going to codes. I already done did it though. You just type in dungeons and it gives you 1 free code, right? That's the first way. The second way would be you want to go to our card right here, and for 10 sacred treasures, you can get 1 dungeon key. If you don't know how to get those, you go to the new Shibuya Infinite and you just basically farm portals. Alright? And the third one is you get 1 free key daily. So each time the daily timer sets, you'll be rewarded with 1 free dungeon key. So I'm going to enter this dungeon. And this is what it looks like, right? First, it might be overwhelming at first, but let me just explain this to you. For you to get a better understanding, here's your progress bar. And if you look at the top row, right? These are basically what's going to be in the next floor or depth 2, right? These are just a chance of what can be in floor 2. Now, hordes are really good because those are where you get your coins from. That's where you're going to get most of your coins from. So it's basically a win-win, right? Now, shrines can be really good. Now, shrines can be a little bit challenging, but if you do clear a shrine, as I'm going to provide you with a screenshot right here as I'm talking about it, you'll be provided with a huge buff, but you also get a huge debuff, right? The shrine I had, it gave me 150% plus range, but each enemy that spawned in was a burst enemy, which was challenging at first, but then it got quite easy. All right, so that's how shrines basically work, you know. Now I'm going to give you guys some tips that will help you out a lot, right? If you're starting off and you see this chest, right, this is a common chest, and on the right side this is a rare chest. What you want is rare chest. So if you have the opportunity, I wouldn't miss up on a rare chest, because if you save up all your rare chests all the way to the end of the dungeon, which is floor 20 or depth 20, you have a higher chance of getting the secret unit, which is Rukia. You know, so I wouldn't miss out on that. Another thing I want to say is that these curses is basically another additional debuff that is permanent within your dungeon run. So if you were to go to floor 2 and you did the sacred planet at Curse of Children, each enemy from now on for the rest of your run will have 3+ shield, you know. And if you do a curse run that gives enemies a 25% speed increase, they will also have that 3 shield with the speed increase, you know. So all the curse levels you do stack, so be wary of that. Another thing I would say is that save your coins until about floor 10, floor 15ish, right? The shops there give you good things to do, right? The shops there give you good items to buy from, you know. And as I'm talking, I'm going to be showing you screenshots of some of the things you could buy within the higher floors. But just save your coins, man. You don't really need to buy anything early stages because it's really easy, man. It's really easy. And I would say that every 5 levels is kind of like a mini boss, right? Like 5, 10, 15. I think of those as the mini bosses, while 20 is the main boss, right? And your inventory is basically your buffs and debuffs. That's what your dungeon inventory is, right? So now that you understand the basics of this dungeon, now on a scale of 1 through 10, with 10 being the highest, my run personally, I would rank it a 6.5 out of 10, you know. It was really easy. I feel like the burst enemies were a huge mistake at first, but then it felt like nothing after I got used to it, you know. So like the difficulty really depends on how far you're willing to go for Rukia. If you have uniques, I will suggest a W keying all the curses and everything for a higher chance. But if you have a unique, or if you don't have no uniques, I would keep it balanced. I would favor more towards buff than debuffs, but then again, that is completely subjective. You can play how you want. I'm just trying to make sure you don't get your time wasted, you know what I'm saying? Now for shrines, I believe, now I recorded this just to show you guys how it looks, right? As you can see, I'm about to go to floor 10. because I just beat floor 9. The top row gives you an idea of what's going to be on the 10th floor, and from there basically it's pretty much it's pretty much self-explanatory, right? Now if I were to click the second box, right, to where I get a shop, a chest, open, and a shrine, you know, I will have multiple boxes down here with these icons. Now I can go ahead and choose a shop. If I were to choose a shop, right, I just see it in the recording right here, I will still have to complete this dungeon in order to access the shop. So you really have to be smart on what you do. You only really want to go to the shop when you feel like you're struggling. And floor 10 is basically where I would start personally looking at the shop. Now this is why I tell you to save your coins. If I had 1100 coins, I could have got the solar cleaver, and with that buff, it gives my physical units a 100% crit chance, which is insanely OP with units like Stain, Guts, Vegeta, Goku especially. Goku was phenomenal with the storm elements here. etc. And head splitter, you get 75% more physical damage, and sword you get 30% more attack, right? So obviously I didn't have enough for solar cleaver, so I bought the other two, you know. So this is just to give you a general idea on how a shop looks like, and now I'm going to show you guys what a shrine looks like. So as you can see here, I am currently on floor 6, right? Now with this shrine, once I start this, I'm getting a curse that gains, which grants the enemies 25% more speed, but I'm also getting a common chest and a rare chest, right? Along with the shrine. So if I complete this, it's a win-win for me. And right there, and right here, you can see that you have 5 hearts. So you have 5 tries to do the shrine, you know? And if you fail all 5, you lose. That's basically how it is. So I'm going to show you what it looks like once you beat a shrine. And this is what I was granted it, right? I was granted it 150% more range, but I had a curse that each enemy was a burst enemy, and it sucked. All right. I almost forgot, but there's something else I need to tell you guys. In order to open your chest early, you want to do a level that has a open chest icon in order to open those chests. If not, you're going to floor 20, which is ideal, you know, just to put that out there. So that pretty much explains how the dungeons work, you know, and I promise you, you are not going to struggle, man. So I hope this, you know, this half-baked guide gives you the confidence you need, because you get Rukia from this, right? My floor 20, I use this team right here. So it's very possible to do this while uniques, right? I was lucky enough with the RNG for the storm type levels, and I use Goku a lot. And if it wasn't Goku, I use Guts. And if it wasn't Guts, I use Stain and Homura. Homura and Emily were the MVPs, right? Because Burst was killing me. And Homura, with her perfect time stop, saved me a lot, right? So that's how I was able to clear that. And yeah, guys, I hope this video helps you somehow. And hope you all get Rukia, man. I'm very tired. So make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace.